I understand you have fear about going into business later in life, but you shouldn't. In fact, you should cherish it because statistic tells us that the average age of the most successful entrepreneurs is 45 years old, not 25 like the internet tells us in social media. In fact, if you're over 40, you have a chance of success right now. This is your time. This is your moment. You're not behind the eight ball. You're not late to the game. I have incorporated more than 200 businesses. And one thing I detected was the older the person was when they started a business, the more successful they were. There are 4 advantages to starting your business late. And today I want to reveal them to you. If you're interested in learning what they are so that you can overcome the fear of starting your business, then I want you to kick back, relax, and let's go for this ride. Hey, welcome to a random podcast where we challenge the status quo and we empower entrepreneurs like you to think differently. Before I dive into the 4 advantages, I want to give you a special resource. I'm going to give you a free ebook of this very show so that you have it in black and white. All you have to do is go down in the comments and put no fear, and I'll send you a link. Now, let's go ahead and jump in to the first advantage that you have starting your business later in life. And that's going to be your experiences in life. You have way more experiences than anyone younger than yourself. You have accumulated the battle scars. You have been through the tough times. You might have lost a job or two. You have seen the stock market crash. You have lived through recession. The reason why it's to your advantage because you have tough skin. If sales is not doing well, you're not worried about it. If the quarter's not going great, you're just going to put a plan together and grind and keep moving. You have resiliency because you've been there, done that. The greatest part about this is that you're going to be calm, smooth, and collect. You're not going to run around like a crazy young person trying to figure out what's going on because you already experiences the woes in life. There's nothing greater than some of the things that you have encountered. You're going to be able to run your ship, your company with ease. This is one of your big advantages. Advantage number 2, there are plenty of startups that want to get a hold of this. They want advantage number 2. They would pay millions of dollars for advantage number 2. Young folks Google for advantage number 2. Advantage number 2 is industry knowledge and experience. You have been in the space for a while. On average, anybody over 40 years old has been in the space for more than 6 years. However, there's some of us been in there 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I've been in my space for 25 years. Like I said, young folks Google the information that we have. And there are startups that will kill to be able to have our business intelligence. While they can try to gather this information, they can never gather the experience in this space. That's the advantage that you have on anybody who's 25 years old starting a business. They can't buy experience. How's that going to help you when it comes to your business and give you advantage? You're not going to make any rookie mistakes. You made them all when you were working for somebody else. So you got it out your system. You understand how to approach things within your industry. You're able to see the deficiencies in products and services way ahead of time because you're used to looking at those things. You're able to plan and plot for the future because you know the past and you have a greater understanding of the trends and how things work because you were in the midst of the fire and you experienced it. Young folks don't got that. This is the reason why you have the advantage to be able to start on third base and be able to get to home plate a lot quicker. This is the reason why people over 40 have the most successful business. Okay, if I stop right there, those 2 advantages should be able to give you the competitive edge to be able to crush the competition with no problem. But this third one is undervalued by everybody. You have a vast established network. If you've been around for 40 years plus, you have met so many people, parents from sporting events, people at your church, people at your synagogue, people at conferences. You have met so many people that you just take it for granted. If I pick up my phone, I have so many people in here, I don't even know who half of them are. But this is my advantage. Don't you think a 25-year-old wants to know all your contacts and have all your connections? That's why they go to the cocktail parties and the mixers, because they're trying to tap into what you have. This is your greatest competitive advantage, because if you need a lawyer for your business, let's pick up the phone. You have the contact. You need an accountant, pick up the phone. You need a consultant? Pick up the phone. Now I'm going to go a step further. Watch this. If you need customers, you got them in your phone. If you need investors, you have the numbers in your phone. If you need referrals, you have the numbers in your phone. I know I keep saying it, but I'm trying to tell you how powerful it is. Your network is not fresh and new and in the infancy stage. These are people who you've known for years, people you might have been through the fire with. So you have trusted contacts, ones who will run to your side, will support your business at a drop of a dime. Young folks ain't got that. This is one of your biggest advantages, and you most definitely should guard it very closely and not allow anyone and everyone to tap into it. Number four is going to be a little tricky because some people in life are not quite there, but they at least have part of it. That is financial stability. I also put the caveat financial wisdom because a person might not be rich or they might not be as stable, but they are wise financially and be on the path of building something even more solid. You understand how money works. You understand the importance of finance. You understand the bottom dollar. You understand how to stretch a dollar, how to make ends meet. If you reach this far in the journey of life, you have experienced all kind of financial situations, the ups, the downs, all kind of direction. Can't be taught in the classroom. I'm sorry. This is experiences. Experiences cannot be taught in the classroom. You cannot feel this in the classroom. You have a vibe or knowing how this works, and it puts you in a position of power. How does it do that? When you run your company, you're going to run it lean. You're going to be fiscally responsible because you understand that every dollar needs to count. You're not going to be worried about blinging. You're not going to be worried about showing off. You're not going to be worried about flossing, whatever you want to call it nowadays. You're not going to be worried about that. You're going to be worried about your company functioning, taking care of the product and service that's necessary, and making things work. That's what you're going to be worried about. You're not worried about how you're going to look to your friends and your family. You're trying to make sure the job gets done and you get a return on your. If you are a person who is real financially stable and you have the good credit, 25-year-olds tend not to know about that too much. They tend to get themselves in trouble. But if you are established well later in life with credit and savings and other funds, then that puts you in a better position to be able to invest in your own company. It puts you in a better position to be able to get a loan by calling one of your people from your network, right? See how that works? They can't just call somebody from their network. You can. So this puts you in a better position, gives you advantage. Authorities gives you a power pack advantage. The first two by themselves did it. The last two by themselves do it. You're in a good position, so you should have no fear. But if you still have some fear, I'm going to recommend you watch this video here, how I talk about overcoming 4 major fears when it comes to business. And if you're ready to jump in, then you can look at this video here where it's the startup kit, how to get started. Don't forget to put down in the comments, no fear, so you can get your free ebook of this and have it in black and white. This is your boy J.I., a random podcast. I'll holler at you on the other side.